Hello, welcome. Francis here. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I bid thee welcome. There's a subscribe button below if you would like to help support this channel, and a bell to be notified as to when I upload more content. I'm coming to you from Kaurna country. I acknowledge the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains as being the traditional custodians of this land, and I am jet lagged. Been awake since 2 o'clock this morning, having arrived back from America. I think I got in around about 11:30 yesterday morning. And my time in America was fantastic. So I will do a video about Hexfest, which was the magical event that I attended, later, I think, when I have over jet lag, because I've done this about 5 times trying to do this video, and I don't think I'm speaking English very well. But I wanted to do a video because tomorrow Mercury goes into retrograde, and I wanted to just talk a little bit about that. So tomorrow, the 23rd of August, Mercury goes into retrograde. It'll be 21 degrees of Virgo. And what's also interesting is Venus is also in retrograde and will be so for the next 10 days, making 2 out of the 3 personal planets, which are planets closest to the sun, the fastest moving planets, all in retrograde. So both Venus and Mercury retrograde. And when this happens, this, from an astrological point of view, and disclaimer, I'm not an astrologer, I just follow a number of astrologers and sort of like condense their stuff. You can find their links below. So when personal planets going retrograde, this is basically, so the universe, the cosmos, the gods, higher self, whatever you align with, reminding us, asking us, sort of go, being a little bit stern warning that we need to slow down, we need to pay attention to things, and we may even need to reflect on something, because these inner planets relate to our inner world. So as I said, the personal planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So when they are retrograde, this is telling us to really slow down and start looking at where we are at, reflect back on things in our life, which is not something that we would like, or often we would like to do, but we need to sort of every now and then take a bit of a sort of check in. And in doing so, it's a reminder that we may be missing opportunities coming into our life the more that we sort of rush forward. So every now and then we need to stop, check in, see where we are at before we move on to the next step. Because life isn't about just ticking boxes and being there, done that, next thing. Sometimes it is about reflecting on where we're going, what we've done, how this is resonating with us, whether it really aligns with us before we move on. And it's, again, it's not in connection to success or, you know, fame and fortune, glory and things like that. It's about how we feel, especially in this world where society as a whole is taking us away from how we feel. This is what I've been saying this in other videos. This is what it means by embodiment, how we feel. Getting out of our head stuff to our body. How do we honestly feel? We don't need to sort of like keep up with the Joneses if that isn't what we are truly aligned with. So Mercury's going into retrograde. Mercury is a planet associated with communication, but also travel. Also, when we talk about communication, it isn't just spoken word. It could be contracts, it could be discussions, presentations. It could be online debates, emails, print media. If anybody reads print media these days, how we communicate. So Mercury's going retrograde. It's asking us to connect back into that, seeing where it aligns with us, seeing how it fits. Because in our world that's so busy, that's so noisy, so many distractions out there, we're given now this opportunity to take some quiet time for ourselves, to retreat, to reflect, to ask ourselves some of the important questions as to how all of this is resonating with us. What is important to us? Because when Mercury is in Virgo, it's rather discerning aspect to it. It's asking us or encouraging us to consider what is truly important to us. As I said, Venus is currently in retrograde as well. And it's also retrograde in the sign of Leo, the lion. And Venus, of course, is the planet of love, of self-worth, also of our values. So we've got that aspect. And with Mercury in retrograde in Virgo, this is also a reality check. So our heart's desire, our passions, don't necessarily have to be in the daydream, just sort of like blow in the night, sort of, what am I trying to say? Or that sort of like sparkly, bubbly, distraction-y, glory, love feeling that sort of just dissipates after a while. It's bringing it down to the reality check, to making it more practical, earthing it. Our desires, don't be all airy-fairy about them, sort of like be distracted by the moment. Now's the opportunity with Mercury and retrograde in Virgo, and being able to bring those dreams, that sort of feel-good factor, into reality. Just sort of bring it through, especially if it really resonates with our soul. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it usually goes into retrograde about 4-6 weeks. So as I said, we've got a little while to sort of like feel into the energies, to sort of like start reflecting on where we are at, what fits with us. Some people say you shouldn't be traveling, you shouldn't be signing contracts, etc. When Mercury is in retrograde, I say you can, but just read fine print. Make sure that you can be given time out to really well and truly analyze what you're signing away to. And as again, a lot of it, when planets go into retrograde, and I don't know why I'm doing this, I'm tired. Planets in retrograde, all the arts, the reflection, the refocus. Said reflection. You sort of go in there and sit and refresh, seeing where we are at in order to continue on again. So I might just end now because I think jet lag is now not making me speak English. So I do hope you are all well, and I will try and do another video when I'm not so jet lagged. So blessings.